Welcome to Random Ramblings, your R&R. I'm Ash, this is Dadman, and we're here while you do whatever the hell you do while you go about your day. Hello. Yay, I did it, finally. Yay. Okay, pick a topic.
By the way, let's go back after the thing and count how many times she did the intro saying the Random Ramblings. How many times? Put it in the comments. Like and subscribe. Yeah.
Okay, pick a topic. I cannot read.
I can't read through the screen.
I can barely read through this damn thing.
You're gonna have to write bigger.
I'm gonna have to write bigger.
With a thicker
Okay, should we start on a wholesome note?
Sure.
Okay.
Wholesome note.
So, should we?
Let me see. Okay. Now I'm gonna see.
Yeah. Choose which one.
You still need a better pen. Okay, without Demon Hunters being one of the. Oh yeah, so let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk about K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh,
okay, we got our script here. Which
don't be on the
my goodness. Sorry, I didn't mean to. So funny enough, I wrote this script like a week ago, and I was just watching K-pop Demon Hunters like right before we started filming. So yeah, let's talk about how it's one of the.
Like 31 weeks in the top 10 in Netflix.
Woo! Exactly. Woo! And you go. You have a microphone. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, and when I saw it, I was like, "Let's watch this." And my, two, children decided, "Nah, doesn't look any good."
The looks were deceiving. We judged a book by its cover, and I regret it.
Funny enough, I thought the cover looked really good, and that's why I was interested. But anyways, we watched it, and we were like, this is the most amazing show we've ever seen. And I don't know how many hundreds of times we've watched it now, but, it's a lot.
Yeah, we watched it, I think 2 weeks after it came out for the first time, and the music just blew me away. I thought it was going to be some stupid kids film, because K-pop Demon Hunters, it sounds like a kids film, right? But it's the only show that I have ever seen this many adults, rewatch it so many times. It's the first show that I've, as an adult myself, I am technically not an adult yet. I'm an adult in a month. In a month, people.
No, she's not there yet.
As a 17-year-old / adult in a month. This is the first show that I have watched over 100 times. Not counting when I was a kid, because Wally was my absolute.
Not counting when she was a kid, she still is a kid.
Shut up!
And it was a year ago that it came out, so she was still really a kid at that
I was
point.
16!
She was just a little girl. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Embarrassed yet?
I was 16 when it came out. Okay. Actually, I was 17 when it came out. Hold on, I'm confused. Yeah, I was 17 when it came out. I do not have a good track of time. Okay. Hold on. The animation. If you guys have watched K-pop Demon Hunters, you will know that the animation is amazing and also hilarious. And if you have watched the behind-the-scenes stuff, you guys will know that the behind-the-scenes animation is so funny. I recommend that you... Excuse me? I recommend that you watch the behind-the-scenes animation. Oh, okay, I know exactly what... I can't do that because it would be copyright, Father. So, I recommend that you guys go watch the behind-the-scenes animation because it's so funny. Because some of the expressions, they had to get certain... It would only work from a certain angle. Otherwise, you would see all the different layers. And yeah. The character. Okay, what are you doing? What are you?
I'm stealing the limelight from you because you're talking too much.
It's called random ramblings. I'm not rambling.
You're rambling too much.
I'm rambling too much on our show called Random Ramblings.
I don't know what you were saying. The copyright. I was just going behind the scenes.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to put it
it.
on this thing.
You thought you got it.
I thought you wanted me to put it on this thing.
No. Some of the amazing things I liked about the show was just the almost hypocrisy as you get into the film when they are going against the Saja boys and the facial expressions.
What they say?
They totally
when they go yeah.
They totally look like the demons right there. So it was awesome. Hypocrisy look there on the film. It was amazing. The background of Rumi, and her patterns, etc. I mean, and then, well, here's the other thing. K-pop Demon Hunters was only in the theaters for a short while, but I mean, I haven't even watched. I'm a big Maverick fan. I love the Maverick movies. I went and saw the second one 5 times in the movie theaters. That was the first time I've ever seen it, gone that many times back to the movie theaters. Now, if K-pop had been in the movie theaters, I probably would have done more. But I have watched that more times, in the past year than I've watched Maverick. It's just so much fun to watch.
The dog tangled the microphone. And hold on. The characters, I'm gonna hit 2 points on this. The character designs and the characters themselves. Character designs are amazing. Their character design team really did a really good job of that. And the characters themselves are so relatable. If you watch the show, you either you relate to one of the girls or Bobby. And sorry, just had to clear my throat there. What did you do? What is my phone just got a notification. I couldn't read that because 1, I'm wearing glasses and my vision is not that good, and 2, I cannot see very well from this thing.
Screen.
Forrest, what are you doing? Okay. Anyway, the characters are very relatable. If you watch the show, you relate to one of the characters, whether it be Rumi, Mira, Zoe, or Bobby, and for me, Mira is a really relatable character because I'm a bit hot-headed myself, and I would, excuse me, father? and I was considered a problem child in school, and I got in a lot of fights and stuff like that. So, and I also have a pillow phone.
By the way, she's 1-0 in a schoolyard fight. It's by knockout. Well, you know how you teach them to, never start a fight, but if someone else starts it, finish it. Yep, she did.
That is correct. I hit him right here, and he just went done. And yeah.
Add to that, it was a schoolyard bully. He pushed her down 3 or 4 times already. She came back up and said, in her mind said, "That's enough." And kapow! And I didn't show up till later, and I saw one of the cousins, sisters,
cousin or
whatever.
sister, something like that.
Anyways, on one side and another kid on the other side under his shoulders. And he was like, oh, his tongue dragging out. And he was, there was no, he was out of it. His eyes were just, ugh. Anyways, yeah. So, here's the thing, she was wondering, she told me the truth. And her brother confirmed it. But then they didn't expect this. It was like, oh, you did the right thing. Let's go for ice cream.
I got an Oreo Blizzard. So, that's one of the ways that I relate to Mira. Yeah, and that is all that I have in the K-pop Demon Hunters section. Should we move on to the more serious stuff?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna let my dad take the wheel here.
What's more serious stuff? Next subject.
Okay, so let's move on to religion.
Ooh, religion.
Specifically,
politics.
Mormonism.
Oh no, no, the scary subjects to talk about. Woo.
AKA the people in the Mormon church. We are not dissing the religion itself. We are dissing the people in the church because they are such hypocrites. And they say that they will accept everyone. And, everyone is God's children. But in reality, if you don't fit their perfect little life, if you don't fit their perfect little checklist that they have set, they ostracize you. And how do we know this? I should get my Book of Mormon. How do we know this?
We've experienced it firsthand. We'll even give an example of just the recent thing. We know of someone who was helping the students move from like BYU to back home to Rexburg and Rexburg back home to BYU or back to Salt Lake. This happened in Salt Lake where one of the luggage handlers puts down his water bottle on the sidewalk, full view of everybody, and goes to help the students with their luggage under the bus, and then goes back and his water bottle's gone. Somebody on the bus, the good Mormons, took it. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Someone is there helping, assisting you with your luggage, and you take their water bottle. Are you kidding me? Like, seriously. I mean, this is a minor one. I mean, and here's the reason why we're wearing masks. Because if they saw whose face was actually on here, they might excommunicate us just for, calling him out. And that's not an excommunicatable offense, but
they do it
they
anyway.
do it anyway.
And that's more of the hypocritical side. I should have brought water. That's more of the hypocritical side. And
Bottle of water?
And here is a bit of the ostracization side that we have experienced ourselves. So this is the single father here.
So we kind of almost compare the Mormon members to the Mean Girls movie and the Plastics. The Mormon members, if you really see them for who they are, the plastics. They put on this plastic face, present this, lolly, I'm a good person, But here's the interesting thing. Not for everybody who fits their checklist. You see, of course, it's good that the church is family orientated, but then the members twist it. And if you're not part of that perfect, mother, father, children situation, Whoa, well, you're over here. You're not in the picture. They'll help their own, family to family situation. They'll help them. But when it comes to helping the singles, that's a different story. I'll tell you. And it doesn't matter if you're a single father, single mother, or if if the children of the single kids. It's all the same. You get ostracized out because you're not part of that perfect vision.
Exactly. And I knew a person has an invisible disability, and she went to young women's meetings because that's all she could do. And that was like her highlight of the week, basically. First time she would go out every week. And she had a service dog. And she would go out to these young women's meetings, and every single time they would just say, "Oh, hi, how's your dog training going?" Her dog was fully trained. He's a fully trained service dog. And that's all they would say to her. Just like, check, say hi to the disabled girl. And then one of the reasons they wouldn't talk to her was because she didn't play the victim. She didn't let her disability control her mind and like play a victim to her disability. She was like, yeah, I have a disability. So what? And they just wouldn't talk to her because that didn't fit their little, have to play the victim or else nothing bad's happening to you or else we won't listen mentality. On to you.
On to me. Well, another thing that I can think of is, dating in the
Don't get me started.
Don't what?
Don't get me started on that.
Yeah. Being a single dad, I have single friends in the Mormon church, and of course, and it kind of goes both ways, male to female, female to male. I'm a little bit of a pariah. I think a lot differently. I don't have, I have a few things on and this is in regards to a checklist. Again, the Mormons love checklists. But if you're not, don't have the check marks in the right boxes, then, forget about you. You're not going to earn her attention or his attention. But the women are very, very, checkbox orientated. And it's, return missionary, go to church all the time, no temper, this, that. It just goes on. Reads the scriptures with me, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, it was funny because I found the same thing that my friend did, that, when I find I read the scriptures better on my own. And as soon as I started reading them with my spouse, things just kind of went, ugh. I can't explain why, but my other friend and other guys have found the same thing. And so anytime that, and this was with his first wife, and who actually cheated on him, and Mormon gal, yes, cheated on him, and then said, oh, the reason why I didn't why I didn't want to stay with you is because you never wanted to have sex. You kidding? Are you kidding? Most guys want to have sex pretty much all the time, and she was holding out on him, so he he countered that and said, no, you're not playing that game on me. But anyways, he found the same thing. And when he started dating another girl and she wanted to read the scriptures together to bring them closer, his bad experience with that, he said, I just like to read it on my own. And the same with me. But oh no, if you don't follow their little checklist, out the door, buddy. You can't be an individual. You have to be a clone.
I want to add to that.
Also, in my experience, there's only been one Mormon boy that I was interested in, and I learned my lesson real quick about that. With Mormon guys, like especially, younger ones, especially younger ones around my age. I'm not saying that you are one if you are a Mormon guy, but you might fit this description. There was a guy that I liked when I was 15 or so. 15 and a half, yes. I said to my friends, hey, I like this guy, but I don't want you to tell him that I like him. We went to homecoming together just because I asked him because I liked him, and we were friends at that point. So we didn't think much of it. He didn't think much of it until I told my friend, hey, I like this guy. And my friend, he wasn't Mormon. This guy was cool, other than the fact that he decided to play Cupid and decided to tell this guy that I liked him. And then he said, yeah, this guy likes you back. I wasn't at school for a doctor's appointment or something the beginning of that day, so I came at lunch. And when I came at lunch, they decided to push us together and say, hey, talk, you both like each other. And I'm like, okay. That wasn't until later. That wasn't until later. So a few months went by, this guy, knowing that we liked each other, we went out and hung out with our friend group a couple of times because I was 15 and a half. I wasn't interested in a relationship until I was 16, blah, blah, blah. And then this guy, 3 months later, decided that, I'm gonna try and, he probably thought he was being cute or something by kissing me on the forehead, and which I didn't want. And
didn't he talk about kissing and try to kiss you in other ways first before the kiss on the forehead?
He talked about kissing beforehand, but he didn't do it until he didn't try to actually accidentally kiss me until after that little forehead kiss. And I said no. I didn't want to be kissed. This dude would tap me on the shoulder. I would look back at him and he would try and what's the freaking word? He would try and kiss me,
sneak a kiss,
quote unquote, accidentally.
No, sneak a kiss. It's a tactic.
It was manipulation, is what it was.
It's a tactic. Your guys, then they think. But I mean, again, this is the young men trying to check off a box. Hold hands, get a girlfriend, kiss, whatever, and and they're not so innocent. They try and do other things as well. They like to pretend they're innocent, but
they are.
I'll tell you when they get with, it's interesting when they are with a member of the church that is tried and true. They'll behave themselves a lot better. But if they end up with dating a non-member, gloves are off, because they know they're not going to get caught, not going to get told on, or at least less likely. So they'll do what they can get away with.
Yes, exactly. And the funny thing is, this guy was being harassed by this girl, like, who sent him like 70 emails. And then the second, okay, here's the one thing. I tried to I tried to tell him, dude, I'm no longer interested in you. And he kept on going. So I had to tell my older brother, shout out, bro, and he was on crutches at the time. Dude smacked him. And then he like cornered him in an elevator and said, you are not going to see my sister anymore. You are not allowed. Thank you, brother. Also, I think our time is almost up.
Yeah, I think our time is pretty close to up here.
Yeah, wait, outro.
Down.
Devin.
Up. Up. Down.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome to
are we live
Ramblings, everybody.
Were
This
you
Forrest.
recording when I came in?
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
Okay. Hello, welcome to our first episode of Random Ramblings. I am Ash.
Who
Yes.
came up with that name?
You did.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Hold on. Well, this is no.
Oh, I killed it. Oh,
I didn't kill it. It just doesn't record the. It doesn't get the thing.
You can't hear me unless I'm over here, right?
Yeah, you can't unless it's underneath the mask.
I have to be here and over you hear me. Oh.
Yes. We need another microphone.
We need another microphone.
Okay. So, welcome to Random Ramblings, everybody. I am Ash.
You
This
forgot
is
to do the Dead Man. Dead Man.
and we have a special guest here, Forrest here. Up. This is Forrest. And we just hold on, I'm blanking. I'm gonna edit this out.
You forgot to do the intro.
I forgot to script the intro.
Maybe we just do an outro.
Okay, welcome to Random Ramblings, where we say random crap. Well, I forgot the intro. This is going in the bloopers. Okay. I can't. Why am I laughing?
Because it's Random Ramblings.
Okay.
Actually, we are filming this in our music room, which is really
Yes.
fun. But anyways, Random Ramblings out.
See you guys.